Write 6 plus 3i over 5 plus 2i in standard form. Now we're going to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate of the denominator. The denominator is 5 plus 2i, its conjugate is 5 minus 2i. So the top and bottom get multiplied by 5 minus 2i. We'll put that in parentheses, and we'll start with the top. We have 6 times 5 plus 6 times a minus 2i plus 3i times 5 plus 3i times a minus 2i. The bottom now, we're going to have 5 times 5, 5 times negative 2i, 2i times 5, and 2i times negative 2i. Now the top, you have 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times negative 2 is negative 12i, 3i times 5 is 15i, and 3i times negative 2i is negative 6i squared. The bottom, you have 5 times 5, you have 5 times 2i, 5 times negative 2i is negative 10i, 2i times 5 is 10i, 2i times negative 2i is negative 4i squared. Now we're going to have 30, and we're going to have negative 6 times negative 1, so that's going to be a plus 6. You see the negative 6i squared? That's negative 6 times negative 1. And negative 6 times negative 1 is a plus 6. So you can have 30 plus 6. On the bottom you have negative 4i squared. I squared is negative 1. So that's negative 1 times negative 4, which is a plus 4. So you have 25 plus 4. Now the numerator, you have 15i minus 12i. That gives you 3i. The denominator is 12i minus 10i is 0i. So the top we're going to have 36 plus 3i. The bottom we're going to have 25 plus 4, which will be 29. Now the 30 plus 6 is 36. So you have 36 plus 3i, and the 25 plus 4 is 29.